Hey guys, Tor here, and on my last video, someone commented and asked me to make a video on Paragon and the high levels, or I guess for me it's gonna be semi-high levels of Paragon, and basically I'm just gonna be going through what modifiers you should choose and what units you should bring, and yeah, just the best ways that I have found to get through Paragon easier. So yeah, and I'd just like to thank you guys for all the support on the last video. It's like my most viewed video. It got a bunch of likes, a bunch of comments, and I just like to say I really appreciate it. And yeah, if these videos help you at all, please just consider subscribing or liking. You don't have to, of course, but hey, it would mean a lot to me. But yeah, and also consider, if you ever want to talk to me or anything, have any questions, consider joining the Discord in the description. But yeah, let's just get into it. First off, let's talk about units I recommend for Paragon. Now, I don't use any secrets or Rengoku personally. I don't really have a need to. I think I'll explain everything. So I have Tengen. You're gonna want a full AoE unit, in my opinion. As your 2 damage units, you're at least gonna want 1 full AoE. So you can replace this with Igris if you have him. But yeah, moving on. You're gonna want both of the like money generating units, your economy units. So Speedwagon and Sakaroda. And of course, you're gonna want Haruka for that 20% damage buff as well if you have her evolved. I haven't really had a reason to. If you have her evolved, she'll give you the range buff and everything as well. And I use Sha, as she's just a great unit overall. You know, I'm sure you all know what she does by now. She's just, in my opinion, she's really good. I know some people don't like her for some reason, but... And then we have Bean. Now, you may be a little confused because some of you may not know about this. So when Bean actually attacks, he gets rid of regen and revitalize modifiers. So that's why I bring Bean. I mean, I'll go into it more when I talk about the modifier section of the video, but he does just get rid of those 2 modifiers. This is why I believe he's a must-have unit on your team for a Paragon, and why I think you should also bring him. Now, let's say you are completely just getting overrun and you cannot do it with Bean. You're gonna want to come down and you're gonna put on Alligator. He's a great unit. He's a slow unit. Every time he hits, you can place 4 of them as well. He slows for 3 seconds. So I think that's also just a great second option for you to bring. But personally, this is my team. I would suggest bringing something similar. I recommend Ethereal. Also, I recommend Ethereal over Monarch. For just if you have him. Of course, I know a lot of you aren't gonna have him, but I do recommend Ethereal over Monarch. The more unit placements you have, the better, in my opinion, and especially if you have to click on shields. It's great to have more than 1 unit placed down at a time, in my opinion. But yeah, that is really all I can talk about. Vegeta's good, but another team I can say that you can replace these 2 for is of course Igris and Sung Jin Woo. The 2 just best. I guess those 2 together are the best DPS. So it just depends. Like I said, it all depends on what units you actually have for your DPS units. But for your support units, I really do advise bringing these 4. And I will obviously show some gameplay of me going through Paragon on my own. I'll walk over here and I'll show you just what I'm at right now. I could get way farther than this, I promise. I really don't have the time on my hands. But I'm on 38 right now, and I could get much farther than this. I'm just like a full-time college student, so I don't have a lot of time on my hands, but hey, so I can get a lot farther, so that's all that matters, and I will show you. But yeah, that really sums up this section of the video. I think we can move on to modifiers now. Okay, so let's talk modifiers. I think I'll put a tier list on the screen for what you should be picking, but for now, I think we should be going specifically with regen and strong. These are the two modifiers that you want to pick the most, because strong does not stack. You can just keep picking strong. It really does not affect anything, and that's just the best in my opinion. And you really want to avoid shield and fast and exploding. Those will really just ruin your time, and they'll make it way harder than it needs to be. And so yeah, just pick strong, pick regen, revitalize when it's there, and you really just avoid shields, because that basically just ruins your day and makes them invincible for a certain amount of hits, and it's just really annoying overall. But as long as you pick regen or revitalize, you have a way out of both of those things. With Bean, you just completely get rid of regen and revitalize, and strong doesn't even stack, so you can just pick that one. As of right now, they haven't changed it yet, and you can just pick strong. And yeah, and that is literally the best thing for you. And I will go through, click through all these, and then I'll just show the gameplay of me doing this easily. Though I know I do have like stronger units compared to a lot of people, and so I guess it'll make it like less accurate of what you could do. But I think this will help you in the end. A third option, if you do not have access to regen strong, you want to go with thrice, but you don't want too much thrice, because once you have too much, it'll start like just being overpowering, and it might just mess you up completely. There will be leaks. Yeah, just so be cautious on how many thrice you pick, but I do suggest picking thrice over shields and fast enemies, because yeah, it's just the other two are just so much better, and thrice really has a chance of messing up if you choose too many, like 20 plus. But overall, like I said, regen strong, that'll really that should get you through this, honestly, especially to 25 if you're just looking for those rerolls and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping now, and I am going to let this time lapse quickly just go through and show you me clearing this Paragon. Now, as a quick halfway break, I'd just like to explain what I actually am doing here. So I use Cha, my second DPS, as he holds basically the background, like the back. I place her all throughout this line so she gets rid of any leaks. And then Tengen, I place as my front-facing main unit. He's doing the damage, and eventually these will all just be worthless, and they'll just kind of be there. I don't replace them. I just kind of keep them there. But place a Ren on wave 6. I didn't do it because I wasn't really paying too much attention. But your farms, they should be maxed out by wave 9 or wave 8. It just kind of depends on how, you know, how well you're like keeping up with it. And then you place your Tengens or whatever your Igris or whatever unit you're using as your main DPS right here. And then you want to place your bleed units in like a line like this. So I have them a little bit spread out, but yeah, so that's just so they're hitting and they're putting that bleed status effect on all the way through here. And yeah, that's basically it. Use your second DPS unit to control the wave, and then your main DPS unit up in the front, and then you upgrade them over time as these take care of it. But yeah, let's finish the time lapse. And there we go, and that's 500 gems just like that. And honestly, that's all you really need. Like I said, get the beans, get your main unit, get your second unit, and do the modifiers like I said. And this shouldn't be too hard for you, honestly. But you know, I understand everyone doesn't have the best units and everything. And you know, I wish you luck if you can't do it. Okay, so we've talked about how to beat Paragon, what modifiers to choose, and what units are best to bring. There's just one more thing I'd like to emphasize that I really suggest doing. That's coming down here, and when you're inside, turn on low detail mode and disable visual effects. Because sometimes if you have the rice, you know, if you do it too much, it'll kind of just like nuke your PC if it's not great. And your PC, laptop, whatever you're playing on, it'll kind of just, you know, if you guys have ever had the rice, too many thrices, you know what I'm talking about. And also come over here, go to your settings, and then go to your graphics quality. Turn that all the way down as well. That'll just help you not lag or anything if you're ever experiencing that. I know you already know that probably, but hey, just in case if you don't, am I right? So, yeah. Let's just move on to the outro now. Okay, well, as of now, I've taught you all the tips and tricks that I know about Paragon. So, if I helped you at all in this video, please consider liking or subscribing. Of course, you don't have to. And yeah, I would really appreciate it if you guys left any suggestions if you want future videos. I really just want to know like what you guys need and what you guys want to see. And if there's anything you need help with, you know, help learning. I also have a Discord down in the description of the video. If you ever want to talk to me personally, or you know, just give a suggestion as well. And there, I am gonna be active in that Discord. But yeah, like I said, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great night. And remember to drink water, hydrate. It's good for you. Good night.